Good morning, coming to you live from Nasdaq's global headquarters in Lower Manhattan. Welcome to Advisory Live, brought to you by Corporate Solutions. I'm your host, Will Briganti. Joining me today as my guest is Miles Clouston. Miles is Senior Director at Nasdaq Advisory Services. Miles, thanks for being here.
Always great to be here. Thanks, Paul.
All right, so we're heading into a summer weekend,
Yes.
but the U.S. markets are seeing some records. Let's get into those details. What can you tell us?
No, absolutely. It's been really exciting lately. The market's Nasdaq's hitting new all-time highs again today. So we're already on a 9-day winning streak, so it'd be nice to make it double digits. Overall, despite the retracement we saw in tech a couple of weeks ago, to really continue to lead the way, along with healthcare and consumer discretionary. Those are really the strong groups. Some of the laggards being some of the energy-related companies as well as telco.
Sure. Now, Miles, obviously you specialize in advising investor relations officers,
Yes.
those that work in the investor relations industry, monitoring their specific company's share price. What are you hearing from your clients as we enter into the Q2 earnings season?
Yes, as you know, Q2 earnings is really off and running right now, so a lot of their focus is around that, especially getting a lot of questions around what their peers are earning, what we're hearing chatter around that. We continue to get a lot of questions too around investor targeting.
Yeah.
As after earnings season, it's a really busy time in September for them as they look to engage with the buy side community as well as working with their sell side. The folks that cover them.
Yep.
So investor targeting would definitely be one. And another one that's been in the headlines we get a lot of questions around, and a big topic right now is continuing to be around activism.
Sure.
So we had Nelson Peltz really looking for that board position on Procter & Gamble.
Right, of course.
He's not asking to replace anyone. He's interested in just saying, just add me. I just want to help.
Yep.
Provide any insights that I can. And then we had Jana Partners, which was actively involved with an activist in Whole Foods.
Mm-hmm.
They just liquidated their stake, obviously, with the impending Amazon acquisition. So
Right.
they're kind of cashing out there. So, and then there's quite a few other activist things playing out. So that's another big theme. But
Yeah.
earnings right now, that's kind of one of the top ones, along with investor targeting.
Earnings are the focus. So obviously, for those that are interested in investor targeting, Nasdaq Advisory Services actually just published an article yesterday that's available on our corporate blog. That's at Market Insight, which is based on the Nasdaq blog at business.nasdaq.com. We would encourage you all to check that paper out. And if you have any questions, you can be sure to contact Miles and the rest of the advisory team. Now, Miles, obviously we're heading into a weekend. It's the summertime. Sports are obviously on the mind. The Open Championship
Yes.
over in the UK is starting. Who's your favorite?
I know that the favorite's Dustin Johnson
That's
right now,
right.
but you've got to love in the UK Rory McIlroy. While it's not on his home soil, it is
Sure.
in the UK, and he loves that type of course. He's
That's
been
right.
successful there overall, and then can never count Jordan Spieth out. He's kind of looking to get things going, so I think it should be pretty exciting.
Right. Well, I'm rooting for Ricky Fowler. I mean, if he's participating,
Yes.
I haven't even checked yet, but hopefully we'll see some orange on Sunday. Well, Miles, thank you so much for joining us. Terrific insight in terms of what's happening right now for investor relations officers. We appreciate that.
Pleasure.
Thanks so much for joining us on today's edition of Advisory Live. We look forward to seeing you back here on Tuesday. We'll be back with Masood Gausi. And a quick preview into next Thursday's segment. We'll be speaking to Josh Ellman with regard to retail. Thanks so much for joining us. We look forward to seeing you on Tuesday. Have a great weekend.